Hey guys, it's DJ Wonder Chrissy coming back at you. It's Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday today. I think it's a Wednesday. It's hard to tell some days. It's kind of overcast here in Midwest, and today I'm gonna bring you some video I shot about a month ago. Those of you guys who've been following our car videos and car show videos are probably acquainted to a gentleman by the name of Ray Larson that we've met at the Cary Car Show the last several years, and we got a chance to sit down with Ray for a couple hours. About 4 weeks ago, he called me and invited me over to see his brand new 2023 Stingray that he just purchased. And for the people that haven't seen those other videos, Ray is 89 and a half. He's probably getting close to 90 now. I don't know his exact birthday, but this summer he was 89 and a half. So coming towards the end of the year here, he's probably going to be 90. And he likes to track race, all right? When he's the only guy on the track, and for many years he raced his AMX Valiant. I learned a lot in the 2 hours I spent with Ray. I learned a lot more about him, and he continues to astonish me. Ray is an artist. Ray is an accomplished author. He's got a book on Amazon. I got to get a hold of that. I'm going to buy myself a copy and read that. And I think the topic is about AMC and potentially the Valiant. So he's had this Valiant car since the 1970s. It was his daily driver at one point, and of course now he's really cleaned it up, and it's a piece of art. It really is a piece of art. It's a piece of history. So with no more to do, let's take a look at Ray's new 2023 Stingray. And is this convertible too? Oh, listen to that. Listen to that. Holy cow. You make a lot of noise for such a small guy.
I'm really noisy.
Look at, oh, beautiful red interior.
Yeah.
Look at that, folks. Look at the engine. How many cylinders is it that you got on these?
It's a V8.
V8?
495 horsepower.
We're looking at Ray's new car, folks. There's where he puts his golf clubs if he was a golfer.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't think you're a golfer.
No.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Yeah.
V8.
It's pretty neat, but it's really tedious to wash it.
Why is that?
Because all the water falls in here, and they didn't blow it out and everything. And
they didn't design it that well.
Well, they designed it, but these are vents to let air out.
It gets into
there. It
also
can let water in.
Yeah, you'll notice on the video I just did there was a Viper, and they did that on the front.
Yeah, that black one. Yeah.
I was surprised to see that. It's just holes.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Look at that. We got some Michelins.
Yeah. Everything I read about these things is
There's where you put the gas. How big's the gas tank?
I'm not sure. 16 gallons?
16, okay. Now look at that console. It's like you're like wrapped in there. Look at all the buttons.
It's going to be a long time learning everything.
Did they give you, you got the Bose system in there?
Yeah.
How long was the talk that they gave you? They give you a little training?
Yeah, but the guy was not interested in any racing or anything like that.
Just showing you how to make it move, huh?
Yeah.
And there's probably your camera right there, I imagine.
The camera's right up in the middle there.
What's this? Oh, so this is just a sensor down here?
Those are probably some sort of sensor.
All right. So you think the camera is there,
There's
huh?
the camera.
Okay. It glistens in the sun here. Look at that. Yeah, and look at the intakes there.
You're not, Chris, you gotta stand back here so that they can see the whole thing.
All right. Brand new. This is a 2023, right?
Yeah, 2023. About two weeks long, old.
2 weeks old. Now, do they make different levels of this thing?
Yeah, you could get.
You could go higher, huh?
That has 650 or some huge amount. It's this engine kind of with a supercharger.
Okay, and this, what is this? What does this give us?
This one gives us 495 horsepower.
495, and your normal Corvette was?
My old one was 465.
460, so we got an extra 30-some horse. All right.
And they're relatively light, that helps.
Yeah, they're all, probably, are they still fiberglass, or is it all carbon fiber?
Fiberglass. We went through the factory, and there's aluminum alloy frame, and then the body cladding is fiberglass mostly.
Okay.
And the top comes off if you want to.
Yeah, I've seen that. So you got the, whatever, what they call it, is just the convertible, or what are they?
It's a coupe, but it has a removable top.
Removable top. And I just found out that they're like, some companies, or most of the companies, are phasing that out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We were talking to a BMW product specialist, and he says like 2 or 3 years ago, BMW, Mercedes, all the luxury cars went from hard tops to soft tops.
Huh, really?
So then, and I remember seeing a lot of Corvettes had that, so
yeah,
that was a nice feature. But so obviously Corvette's still doing it, but all your seems like the normal manufacturers are going with the soft tops now.
Part of the reason I wanted this is you can have this more rigid with that top in place, and you don't have to. You're watching Land Cruiser Midwest.
Okay, so that was the Stingray. In my discussion with Ray he's a type of American. He's like, like Dan Rather's, always talks about the greatest generation. That's Ray. Ray has lived a long life, and he's still kicking. He's still doing great, and he's been through a lot, right? His life was not clean sailing. Ray's father contracted polio. Times were tough, but he pulled himself out of whatever circumstances his family was in. Went to college. Joined the Air Force because he had to, pretty much. He knew he was going to get drafted either way. He was in the Air Force for several years. Finished college, I believe, with an art degree, and then somehow got into building and contracting of warehouses and factories, and even dabbled in some $1 million home building in Lake Forest at some point. He's done it all. He's lived it all. And he's right now, he's lived the high life. If you talk to him, he'll tell you he loves his life. He wouldn't have it any other way. But his advice to me was, and said how he made himself successful, and obviously he's very successful, is taking those challenges and the problems that you encounter every day one at a time. He says if you address your issues one at a time, sooner or later they all go away and everything is great. So that's kind of some advice from an elder statesman that he is. And I think a lot of the generations today don't have that problem solving and persistence attributes to them. Because, you know, their parents have a tendency to resolve all their problems for them. So they don't get a chance to face adversity and to overcome things for themselves. I mean, that's really important. I even see that in my life too, that, you know, my life wasn't the simplest either. It wasn't the worst, but I do see that you have to overcome things. You have to do things to make your life better. And no one else is going to do it for you. And that came out as I spent some time with Ray. And I thank him for showing us his car because the season was over. He just went down to Kentucky and picked it up at the factory. And I also saw that I think his was probably one of the last 2023s to be made, because shortly after I spent some time with him, I saw an article where GM was going to start the 2024 year. So there you go. And I haven't checked with him lately. He had his 2015 still for sale. Last that I saw, he's asking like $50,000 for a 2015 Stingray with not a lot of miles on it. I don't think it had low miles. I got a video I'll add it here of his car, because he had a car show towards the end of the season. So I'll add that here. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I also thank Ray for sharing his new car with us. It's a primo looking car. I love the red interior, and I'm looking for an update for him sometime soon on how it's doing at the track. We'll see if he makes it to the track this year. But great guy, great friend of the channel. Ray, we love you. Over and out, DJ Wonder Chrissy. Staying here.
Huh?
Tell us who you are first.
Okay, my name is Ray Larson. This is my Corvette 2015 Stingray. I've done track days with it. Also, it's the prettiest Corvette I've ever seen, and I say that in all humility. Let's see, it's got 23,000 miles on it. But my kid brother
It's got a new
over
engine
there,
too, right?
pardon me?
New engine.
Yeah, it's got a new engine. At any rate,
What model is it? This is a 2015.
it's a 2015. You ask me questions and I'll answer.
It's like CO something, right? Or what do they call this one?
It's a Stingray.
Stingray. Okay.
Let's see, 465 horsepower.
It's awful clean.
Yep.
How often do you clean it?
With some regularity. I'm an obsessive compulsive. So if there's any dirt on it, I always clean it.
How old are these tires? How long do you go through a set of tires?
These tires, I think I got last summer.
In case you guys don't know, Ray is a racer. He races this car.
What I do is track days. I do about 4 a year. And it's great fun. It keeps me young.
It's for sale. As we talked about in our last video, Ray is getting a new one. What's the new one called? Is it a CO8? Or?
The new one is a mid-engine Corvette. My brother talked me into it. I have real mixed emotions because I really love this car. But at my age, it's kind of nice to be able to look forward to getting a new car.
Beautiful car.
Thank you. But it's been a lot of fun.
Do you wash it or you just wipe it off?
I wash it with some, every now and then if it needs it.
What do you recommend? What kind of products you use?
Rain-X has a product that's it's kind of bluish car wash, and it has little gold flecks floating in it, and it just leaves it's like as if you just polished it. At any rate,
$49.9 you're asking. It's a Z51 performance package, 8-speed,
yep,
3LT.
magnetic selective
All
ride.
sorts of stuff.
Right. Electronic limited slip
heated and
differential.
cooled seats.
Right.
And the premiums, how do they even fit 10 speakers in that car?
Yeah, it sounds pretty good though.